They have utterly over convoluted the whole process. The reason I think SDRs are the phone monkeys and BDRs are the people that do the meetings. The reason they had to create the SDR because the BDRs were too useless to pick up the phone. So they created a new category of person just to do the phone calling. The people doing the phone calling want to become BDRs because BDRs don't have to do the tough stuff. Then the BDRs moan that the SDRs do a shit job because the leads are sucking. The SDRs say the BDRs are crap. They're just one person split into two. Yeah, well, the problem is most people in sales don't control the sales process. They respond and react. The prospect calls the shots, basically. What they do is they contact you, however they got there, however it is, via prospecting or inbound, whatever. And they say, well, look, we're interested in your product. Can we come and see you, or can you come and see us? And the BDR goes, great, this is a hot lead. It's now in the pipeline at 60% because they've expressed an interest and they can breathe, right? So they get in front of this person, and basically all the prospect wants to do is pump you for information. So who do you work with? How long have you done it? What sort of problems? Can it do this? Can it do that? If you were at da-da-da. And the salesman is vomiting as much information as he can because he thinks he looks credible. He thinks by demonstrating his knowledge and his skill and expertise in this area. Yeah, in fact, they come back from meetings and you ask them how, oh, it was good. Why? Oh, they asked all the right questions. Yeah, they just pumped you for information. Yeah, and then what they do is once they've got from you what they want, they then say, well, look, can you do some sort of demo? Can we see the system up and running? Oh, yeah. And then they show them this wonderful demo and all of this, and the prospects, well, can it do this? Can I do that? Can I say, oh, yeah, it's all right. Well, look, leave it with me. I'll be in touch. Yeah, and then they come back and say, look, we need a proposal maybe, or they disappear. We're not sure. Well, we're already talking to the other company, and they say they can do something similar, but for less. Is there anything you can do? And the whole time, there is no control by the salesperson. They're so scared of interfering with this process. I call it the sales matrix. The show up, throw up, and hope. Prospects will deceive you. So you're allowed to lie to a salesman. You're allowed to tell them you're the decision maker when you're not. You're allowed to say you have budget when you don't. You're allowed to say this is urgent when it's not. In fact, there's nothing you can't say to a salesman as a prospect that's off the table. So they deceive you the whole time. Then they plunder. They try and steal as much from you as possible for free. So they plunder you as much as possible. Yeah, and then once they've plundered you, they lie to you again in the form of a mislead. This is when once they've stolen what they want from you, they then come up with things like stalls, objections, and higher authority. Can't move forwards today, I need to see a proposal. We've met with ABC company, why are you so much more expensive? I need to go and discuss this with X, Y, and Z. So there's a reason they can't move forwards. And then they say, look, can you send me something? Can you do a proposal? Can you do a demo? Yeah. You send it over, and then what do? They hide. They disappear. And then the salesman chases. Yeah, and it's the matrix that people are stuck in, and you've got to get out of that pattern of behavior. Salespeople don't even know they're doing it, because this is the way you do it. And the reason they do it is because that's how they buy. And this is the thing with people. You buy the way you sell. So if you're someone that has to get 3 quotes in your own personal life or needs to shop around and think things over, it's funny how you meet a lot of prospects that say exactly the same thing and you go along with it. Because deep down, you go, well, that's fair. I probably do the same thing too. So this is why I wear a hat, because underneath this is a bar. You take this off, it's a bar. You put this on, it's a salesman. Most salesmen only wear a hat that says salesman. Underneath is a bar. So they go out into the real world and they act like a bar when they're talking to a bar, because the way the bar's behaving, they think, well, I do the same. We are expensive. I'd want a deal. I'd need to think it over. I'd want to get 3 or 4 options before I make this. No, that's fine, Mr. Profit. I'm a non-pressured sales guy. That's fine. And then I'll phone you 400 times over the next 6 months because you never got back to me.